Okay, this is how I caught a break-even trade on NASDAQ today. So coming into the day, my bias, starting on a high time frame, was definitely bearish. We were trending towards this previous week low, so I can anticipate that we were going to tap into fair value gap and then distribute lower to take out this draw, and then come up to take out whatever's above here. So I really wanted this to be taken, and on the 4-hour, you can see that we're obviously trending lower, higher highs, higher lows, and we're also in a high time frame market maker sell model, which made it even pretty obvious that we're going to be bearish. So I really wanted this draw to be taken out. The only thing that was really different or was making me not bullish or not bearish was that we were looking really bullish on the hourly time frame. You can see here we're respecting gaps, we're creating gaps, respecting gaps, and disrespecting bullish. So that kind of told me that I could be fine with taking long, but I think I would just prefer a short. And because of how this hourly time frame looked, I told myself that I would only take a 5-minute continuation and not take anything from the 4-hour or 1 hour, only a continuation that shows that we're going to be truly bearish. And I mainly wanted us to come into the 4-hour gap and come here, create a 5-minute gap, tap into it, and then distribute lower. And that was really it. So coming into the day, that's my bias. I was bearish. Coming today, we open up bullish, and then we immediately hit with a setup right here, which is a 941 short. In the model, it looks fine, it seems valid, but one of the biggest things here reason I didn't take it is first because it's a mech. I don't like taking mechs, and I didn't like how high we were in that 1-hour gap, so I just told myself that that's why I'm going to take a 5-minute gap only. So this is why I faded this. And also, one of the biggest things is, yes, we were in this 4-hour gap, but we always have to do is go into lower time frames, and you can see we have this 1-hour intermediate high that we haven't tapped into. So you can see that, yeah, we do tap into the 4-hour gap, but we're edging this 1-hour immediate high. So that's already a reason that price should go to your stop loss. So obviously you don't want to be taking trades that have a reason to go to your stop loss. And then going into this trade, which also looked good, we had the LRL, low resistance here, good targets, 5-minute gap, 15-minute gap here, and really good displacement to the downside with a good inversion after taking out all of the high time frame rejection areas. And the reason I still didn't take this is because this was at 9:53, so at this time it looked like we were about to inverse the 4-hour gap, which was my main condition. So I didn't want to take something that could possibly be inversed by the 4-hour gap, because at this point I was kind of leaning to take a long as well because of how bullish we were being. But this ended up playing out pretty well, and this was also a mech, so sort of pretty much a mech. I don't really take those counter trend trades. I'd rather just wait for the continuation, which we got over here. So after we distribute, we make a 5-minute gap here, and I was just waiting for us to tap into this. So that's what we do, and then we also get an SMT, which is just the cherry on top to make the trade even better. We get our stop punt, which is in my model, and we also get a turtle soup. You can see that we only print a wick at that, so that's showing strong rejection. So that was also a pretty good thing about the trade. So we have the SMT, and we also have a really good close over here, and with a lot of displacement. And what I ended up targeting was just a 1-to-1. I think I got entered around here. I just targeted a 1-to-1, and since there's SMT, I usually put it at the wick, but I didn't want to do a full stop loss, so I just did CE of the wick, which I don't really use that much, but I just decided to use it, and we got literally edged by a singular tick, which was pretty annoying, but whatever happens. And yeah, this was obviously my break-even point right here. I wanted to break even here because I could see us rejecting from this area and kind of going into, this is the internal range, and this is how I say as external range over here. So I could see us rejecting from this. So yeah, straight to break even. Unfortunate, but one of the mistakes I made is I should have targeted this area because I was kind of emotional. I wanted to get out of drawdown on my XFA, so I went for a low RR, but it doesn't really matter, I guess, but because we lost, or because we got break even anyway, but I should have targeted this wick. The only justification I can see is that this 930 wick, big wicks, fill a lot of orders, you say, in ICT, so I could see us rejection from here, but I still should have just targeted over here. And another thing that was good about this trade is the SMT. We had an SMT, we had a really good close, and some of the things that were bad about this was that we're targeting high resistance over here. This is a 1 hour intermediate low. 1 hour intermediate low. It's also 930 wick low, which is good, but not, it's high resistance. Intermediate lows are high resistance because when we tap into fair value gap, it's high resistance. We're not going to return back into there. So that's kind of the biggest thing that doesn't look good about it. Another thing was that ES was still rebalancing. So you can see here, this is where we took the trade on NQ. We fully disrespected this gap, but if you look on ES, then we're still in this gap. We can still bounce off of it. We can still rebalance on it. This didn't really stop me from taking this trade, but it is a factor of it that could tell me why I might have lost. But overall, it was a pretty good trade. I'm happy I took it, and I think I would rate it like an A. I wouldn't rate it an A+ because there's quite a bit of things wrong with it, especially the target, but one of the main reasons I ignored the targets is because we had a really strong high time frame draw on liquidity, which was the previous week low. But other than that, I think it was a good trade. I would take it again, even if it lost. And to go to my analysis over here, you can read this if you want. But another things that wasn't really good was how bullish the 1 hour gap, the 1 hour time frame was. This is what I didn't really like, but I kind of ignored it because I had trust in the bearish bias. But yeah, that's it for today. The break-even trade, I liked it. I would take it again, and let me know what trades you guys took.